Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, I'm wearing clothes. I'm wearing another shirt with a Korean woman's face on the front. Yes. Um. So today, I was taking in the trash cans, and there was a possum in the driveway, um, walking in circles, dragging its nose against the ground so much that its nose was bleeding, and so it was just like scraping the blood all over the ground. It was just like walking in circles. So I yell at it because usually possums run away when they see you. So I yell at it. It's still walking around in circles. I hose it, slap it with a broom a few times. Now the thing is, the possum was giant, so I couldn't like baseball bat swing the thing, and so it was just acting very unnatural. Now, as you guys know, um, I'm not I'm not a veterinarian, but I did play one for 4 episodes on a soap opera, so I know a little bit about animal behavior. And after looking at its demeanor, it was obvious the possum most likely had been hit by a car, and it was just on automatic because it didn't respond to any physical stimuli that I gave it, and I know that sounds perverted, but I did use a condom. Okay, so this possum was basically dead possum walking. Like it had no response to any physical stimuli. It was literally just walking in a circle, dragging its nose on the ground. So, and like its breathing was labored. Just everything about this was like head trauma. Okay, and also possums are usually definitely afraid of humans. Like especially humans like me who find furs attractive. So anyway, I have to figure out how do I get rid of this thing. And so, um, now normally if it was, like a dog or a cat, like a house cat, house dog, whatever, I'd just like pick it up. But it's like, I don't know if this thing has rabies. I don't know what diseases. I don't know. In my mind, a possum is something that like people in the South eat, and yeah, like edgy YouTubers keep them as pets. But like this is a possum from the suburbs of Los Angeles. I don't trust it. It's probably high on meth. I don't know. So anyway, so I get a shovel, and I'm getting a shovel because not to bash his brains in because that's just more stuff that I have to clean up. Okay, it's literally just walking in circles. So I'm like, okay, I'll just scoop it up. So I get a bucket. I lined the bucket with a couple plastic bags. Pick up the possum, dump it in the bucket. Okay, the possum is roughly. I mean, it's over a foot long. I mean, if you count the tail, the possum was like 2 feet long, I guess. But anyway, it probably weighed about 15 pounds, I guess. But so I put the possum in the bucket. Then I put it in the buckets lined with the trash bags. So then I tie the trash bag up, pull the bag out, and then put that bag in another bag. And now the possum's walking in a circle in the bag. My mom comes outside and she's like, just going, oh, I'm glad you got the possum. And so, we're both thinking to throw it in my neighbor's yard, but there's too many witnesses, and there's cameras all over my neighborhood, so like we would have been seen, and yeah, and we're on camera anyway. Um, it's just crazy. Like we live in a world like in my backyard, in my front yard, we're on camera. It's crazy. We just live in a world like that now. But anyway, um, and so then we put the plastic bag that has the possum in it in a bucket and seal the bucket. I mean that's basically like a mafia hit. Okay, Then like put the bucket aside. Then like put soap and bleach on the concrete to scrub the blood off the driveway because there was a lot apparently, and the main reason why is because we didn't want to get possum pox. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, possum pox, and also we didn't want to get the fantasy flu, if you know what I'm saying. You know, like none of us are vaccinated, so you know we didn't want to get possum 19. You know, I was very worried. So anyway, scrub the driveway, wash away the evidence, and put the bucket with the possum that's in a bag next to the side of the house. It's still there. I'm assuming it's dead by now. I mean, it's gotta be. It's probably suffocated in the bag, um, or died from the head trauma. Either way, got rid of the possum. Um, I'm just worried, like, or other possums gonna come looking for that possum? Am I on a possum hit list? I mean, I don't know. You know, I picked them up with a shovel, put them in a plastic bag, and put the plastic bag in a bucket, and sealed the bucket. It's like I'm in the cartel or something. You know, Cesario. Seriously, I mollywopped the possum today. Amazing. Anyway, as you can see, I've delved into the underworld. You know, it was bad enough. I do these podcasts drunk or high on blow, but now I'm doing these podcasts after I've killed someone. You know, I gave that possum some men's shoes, and what do? I just go brag to the boys about it. Yeah, I got another one. Aced him. You won't be hearing from that possum again. I put him in the bag. The possum stuck his tail out. I'm like, nah, you going in the bag. Then I double knotted the bag, sealed his fate. I was like, bye bye, possum. So I closed the top of the bucket, tapped it twice. You ain't getting out of there. Now I was gonna take the bucket and actually dump the contents of the bucket into a dumpster. Okay, because there's dumpsters around here. Like there's apartment complexes, there's businesses around here. I figure our dumpsters, I just dump it in there, and then my mom's like, I don't know, someone might think you're up to something. And I was like, well, I am. I'm the possum killer. And my mind starts racing. Because obviously, you know, well, for obvious reasons, my mind starts racing. I'm thinking, okay, so let's say I do dump this body. What if someone like finds the possum body and calls the cops and it becomes a crime scene? You know, it's a good thing I wear gloves. You can't, you're not gonna trace that possum back to me. You have like police tape around the dumpster. You're checking for prints, checking the CCTV. You know, you're checking all the Wi-Fi spots. Maybe a homeless guy did it. They're going to take a possum census and see if there's a possum serial killer in the area. I mean, this could have gotten out of hand if we didn't handle it as quickly as possible. I'm not even kidding. It's a good thing I live in California. You know, man. If they would have caught me, I would have been out on bail the same day, 6 hours later, so I can go commit another possum crime. You know, it's very liberal out here. You know, We live in a state where you could run over a mom and her baby and get 5 months probation. You heard about that, right? In Venice, there's this woman pushing her baby in a stroller down an alley. This guy, he's driving his car. It's a black car. It doesn't matter the make of the car. It's a black car. He's high off his ass. He runs them over. I saw the video. This guy runs. The guy with his car smashes the mom and the baby against a brick wall and like stops the car, looks at what he did, and speeds off. I'm not making this up. The only reason why he didn't get away is because someone else saw him, and this guy saw him, and this guy was driving in a truck, and he rammed his truck into the car. And then after he rammed his truck into the car crashed. Can you believe that? We live in a city where there was a dude high driving around Venice, saw a woman pushing a baby, and rammed her on purpose. Okay? I mean, the baby's alive, she's alive. She has a severe well, I mean, anytime you get hit by a car is bad, but I'm just saying, like, considering what happened, the baby's okay and she's okay. Okay, but injured, yes, but like it's like some leg lacerations. But considering what happened, I saw the video. It could have been a lot worse. I mean, when someone tries to hit you on purpose with the car while you're pushing your baby. Anyway, so guess what? This guy got 5 months probation for attempted murder. He was already on probation for spiking a girl's drink. So he was already on like a 3-year probation. He broke that probation by attempted murder and got 5 months probation for this. He got 5 months probation for attempted murder, but 3 years probation for spiking a girl's drink. Can you believe this? And I don't know the guy's name. I don't care. Well, his name isn't really worth saying because I only say the I only say the names of school shooters because that's the big leagues. If you're just running over a mom and her baby, that's nothing. But still, we live in a state where you can run someone over on purpose and get 5 months probation. Does anyone else think that's just horrible? I don't want to live in California if that's how things are going to be. We gotta totally change the government here. You have to get rid of. I mean, I haven't even heard people speak out about this. Like, you got to get rid of the governor. You got to get rid of the mayor. You got to get rid of like everyone involved. Everyone involved in this decision of giving this guy 5 months probation for attempted murder. Everyone involved in everything involved in this, from the length of the sentence to the 5 months probation to the environment where everyone felt okay giving him 5 months probation. No one in power speaking out about it. We have a governor who tweets about the Florida governor every day, hasn't said a word about this. Tweets about climate change, which doesn't even exist, but won't say a word about a guy trying to kill a baby and his mom. But he's a bitching about DeSantis in Florida. This is California. Focus on us. It's ridiculous. Our mayor hasn't said a thing about this. We need a new mayor. We need a new governor. We need a new police commissioner. We need a new DA. And I want to see the world burn, but still, there's certain things that just can't be. You can't get 5 months probation for running over a baby and a mom that's pushing the stroller. Unbelievable. And like, you wonder why California is losing population. So like, so many people moved out of California. We lost a seat in Congress. Like in the House of Representatives, we lost a member. Which I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying, people are leaving California in droves. It just blows my mind. Like when I saw that story, well, first off, I wasn't surprised because crime has gone up through the roof. I mean, hell, I'm killing possums. Yeah, I'm comparing what I did to the possum to what this guy did to that baby and the young mother. And it could have been a young father. It'd still be just as bad. I'm just saying. You know, attempted murder has no gender, but humans do. Boys, girls. Okay, listen. What I did is actually worse than what that guy did because I was sober and I got off sexually on it. When I closed that bucket, well, I think I climaxed. Listen, man, we need to like have serious talk about drug use. And I don't know if you've noticed, but ever since this border crisis, drug use has gone up tenfold. Now, I'm not saying the guy got his drugs because of that. I'm just saying it's just like everything seems to be going downhill more and more rapidly ever since the border just became wide open. I mean, it's all connected. It's all connected. Yeah, but anyway, I don't know, man. I just can't believe it. But anyway, I've said enough. Now listen, if any of you have any questions or topics you want me to discuss, let me know, because I'm more than happy to entertain. Because normally I just talk about stuff that I'm interested in, but if there's something you want to talk about, let me know. I can cover it. I got the